Hello, everyone. Hello, Luna. Hello, Angel. Hello, Ozma. I'm happy you guys could show up. I'm like doing like last minute tweeting because I realized a couple lurkers stopped by last time, so I should probably post about it on social media and my Twitter. My brain is just so slow. I got back from doing some errands and I'm like, oh god, what's happening? I'm real. Let's see. My process for posting all this stuff to my socials is not streamlined at all. So I'm like, I do it on my phone because I hate it. I hate advertising my streams. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. Hope you're having a nice day so far. Yeah, honestly, I woke up super late, but this morning I did some driving practice, which was good. I'm trying to do some quote-unquote exposure therapy for my anxiety. So I was practicing a turn that I messed up on a couple months ago, but it went well. I think tomorrow I might drive a little farther. I'll go to the coffee shop or something before I go to the doctor. We'll see. I'm excited to read more of this. I've been like really looking forward to it this entire week. Okay, there we go. I was like thinking of how to write it. Okay, okay, I'll get started in like the next 2-3 minutes, but I'm just gonna ramble a little bit. Driving is scary, but it really does get better the more you do it, and I'm excited too. Yeah, I was pretty confident before. I just made a stupid mistake a few months ago, and I ran into like a pole on the corner of the street. So I had to get my car, the front bumper fixed. You know how it is. And I'm glad you're excited. I've been itching to read more of this. And I'm like, oh, I can't read it off stream. Driving is really scary, but the best thing to do is keep doing it. Proud of you. Thank you. I've been like thinking after my job ends, probably in the new year, I might schedule some driving lessons with my old teacher, so I can get some freeway practice, because I really need to do freeway practice. What I really need to work on, though, is driving alone. Driving alone freaks me out so bad. I was scared of driving at first, now I'm king of the highway. I want to be king of the highway. The only problem is that driving in California is kind of scary. Oh my gosh, I was doing all these tech checks, I forgot to open my Z.A.T.O tube. Hold on, let me powder my nose, as they say. Maybe I'll add my avatar here while we're chilling. Oh, it's not showing up properly. Oh, hello. Oh, I did not mean to rotate. That's not right. Hello. Just gonna put myself here while we're chatting. It's okay, we all do it. Yeah, I'm glad that it was something minor, ultimately. Because at the very least, no one got hurt, and I was just down maybe like $1,000 for repairs. There's still stuff I need to fix with my car, but they're mostly cosmetic, so I'm like, I don't care. I just really don't care. I got this car for like $3,000. It's not worth it to sink more money into it. Okay. I have the game open. Let me just add it to the stream here. If it'll show up. Hello. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay. I'm so excited to read this. I'm trying to remember what happened last time. I remember we stopped like right after what's her face? Maria? was like telling us more stuff about everything. I'm like repositioning my avatar a little bit. Okay. Telling us a little about Ira, and then Garin was being a piece of shit because he's a piece of shit. I hope he's a piece of shit for a reason. I'm like thinking, is he like Keiichi style piece of shit, or is he just a piece of shit because he's like that? You know, some people are just like that. Okay. Next week I should actually have like scheduled stream set up. I've been using Restream this week, and I was like, I don't actually know how to schedule streams, but yeah, now I know. I've looked at it, and they were like, oh yeah, you can schedule streams from the Restream dashboard. I'm like, that makes my life a billion times easier. Okay. Alright, I'll start now because theoretically I might have something to do around 7, so I don't know how long I can stream. I think Ida was saying she's scared to go and not ready to the green-haired girl. Yeah, I remember Maria was telling us that she was technically the last one to see Ida, like, after she and Asya had that little encounter in the playground. So I wonder where Ira went after that. And like, then we flash forwarded back to the present, and Maria and Asya were just kind of chilling in the cafe. So I guess we'll find out. I need to remember my voices for everyone. Okay. Let's see, where was I? Okay, yeah, and then Marina, not Maria. It was too threatening? Oh no. Wait, what did you say? Sorry, I think I might need to fix up like filters or whatever on my dashboard. I haven't messed with it too much. Everything's like default settings still. But yeah, Marina was telling us also that she's like childhood friends with Garin, and then he turned into like an asshole. I was like, oh, okay. Many such cases. Okay, let me see what I missed. Okay, yeah, they're childhood friends. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. This is Asya speaking. I have to think. I might have to open YouTube on my phone, actually, just in case I miss anything important. So let me do that. Unlike most streamers, I don't have a double monitor setup. I actually open my own stream on my phone, just so I see everything. I want Garin died. Me too. Okay, there we go. Now I have it open. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna start reading now. Vidium just sucks. Yeah, I got that vibe. Alright. Remembering my voice for Asya. The cold immediately stings our noses as we step outside. The sky is just as dark as it was when we went in an hour ago. It's a deep violet, one of my favorites. British favorite spelling spotted. Marina huffs and grumpily pulls up her scarf. I saw someone on Twitter who was obsessed with him, and I was like, surely that means he gets better, and I'll understand later, right? I still don't understand. Man, I like that you both said that at the same time. It like popped up simultaneously in my stream. I'm crying. Oh god. Well, I will see what happens with Vadim. Oh god. Is this gonna be one of those cases where it's just like, I don't know why people are obsessed with the guy? Many such cases for me. Marina huffs and grumpily pulls up her scarf. Man, I wish we had more cafeterias or something. Well, there's the pub. The pub. I guess we could get in. I've been told I look mature for my age. Is she seriously considering it? Also, who told you that? If you want to sit somewhere, we can go to the, library? I realized how lame of a suggestion that was halfway through the sentence. And here I thought I was doing alright. You're not lame, Asya. You're fine. I invite my friend to go to the library sometimes. I should do it more often. Library? Huh, never thought of that. Well, it's rather nice if you just want to, be at peace for a bit. Whoa, at peace. Peace and quiet's important, yeah. Self-reflection, meditation, contemplation, like Buddha and stuff. Yeah. I hear you, I get it. Buddha? Sounds great. I'll try it sometime. Thanks. You're welcome? I think I'll go home for today, though. Yeah, that's alright. Having fun isn't hard when you have a library card. So true. Me with my stack of 7 Pandora Hearts manga volumes that I borrowed from the library. And also like a bunch of movies I need to watch are on Canopy, so one day I will actually watch those. Yeah, that's alright. I was thinking the same thing. Cool then. It was nice talking to you, Asya. Sorry about the whole Vadik thing. Oh, no, don't worry. It's not your fault. He just came up to us, so... Nah, I kinda made it all worse. That guy just drives me up the wall. Yeah, that's fair. I guess Ira and I have that in common. Did she really throw a friggin' chair at him? Yes, she did. Hey. I'm sure she's fine. That's not ominous at all. You are? Yeah. This probably sounds silly, but it's like I believe in her. No way she would just go and disappear like that. I think I get what you mean. Ida's really tough. Exactly. She's not going down that easy, yeah? Yeah. Well, I'll be going then. See you around, Asuka. Bye-bye. See you. Marina energetically waves her mitten at me and runs off down the road. I wave back before going my own way. I shoot a parting glance at the cafe. There's the table occupied by Garden's friends, and ours is... I never paid attention to it, but the table we sat at is half obscured if you look at it from the outside. At this angle, only Marina's back would be visible to passersby. If she usually sits there, then Ida might have sat at this cafe as well. It would make sense with Garden's comment, too. Replacement. She must have only gone there when Marina dragged her in. He has his moments, but, well, I'll let you read. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe that he probably doesn't really improve, or there's not really much justification. I'm so scared and thinking of Laura Palmer. Oh my gosh, I have not watched Twin Peaks. That's one thing that I've been meaning to get to, but television shows are so hard to watch. For me anyway. But I want to rewatch the Good Place soon with Luna. That's something I need to plan out the time for. She must have only gone there when Marina dragged her in. And they sat in that same spot that made Ida invisible to anyone on the outside. I wonder if that was intentional. I should ask Marina about it, and also about what kinds of sweets Ida liked, and whether she preferred coffee or tea. Aw, Asya. I can't wait for Ida to come back. Oh no, Asya, I think you're just kinda banking on her coming back so that you don't have to think about yourself too much, but alright. Hold on, let me shift the stream up a little bit. Okay. It got a little hidden. Okay. The Good Place was amazing. It made me cry. It made me cry too. I really like it. One of my top 10 television shows. I forgot. I totally forgot. Garen came up to us and it just slipped my mind. I wanted to ask Marina about the man Ira was seeing. It doesn't feel like something she would do, but after everything I've learned, I'm not sure if I knew Ira at all. Yeah, it's almost like you really like this idealized conception of Ira that you totally made up in your mind, and you don't actually know anything about her as a person, and you just kind of idealized her without her consent to escape from your own lack of agency, etc. Chidi and Eleanor, true. We don't talk much at breakfast, but I asked my parents if they heard about her disappearance in the morning. Dad said about what I had expected. Grachevsky's daughter. Yeah, we got a notice. You know Ira's dad? Did you see him yesterday? No, we're not acquainted. I don't think he came into work. I see. Do you think they'll find her? Of course they'll find her. It's not a big city. That's true. but there's still been nothing since the news came out. It's been a day. The police would know if she left through the control post. I suppose. I'm such a sucker for things about the human condition. That's why I'm so excited about this, because of the title. Me too. Also, thanks to someone who was here in the chat last time. I don't think they're here in chat right now, but when they told me like what a Z.A.T.O is, that it's like a closed city in Russia, I was reading about it, and I thought it was interesting that for the most part they were like they were like related to military development, especially. So it would mostly be people who were working in like weapons development or working like in tandem with the military on secret military projects. And I'm like, what does this mean about like the living conditions that they're in? Because Sia was talking last time about how like there's no crime in this city. It's supposed to be kind of spotless, you know? Oh, you're right. Thank you. Thank you for alerting me. I am not paying attention, as you can see. I'm off my game today. But yeah, I was like reading about that, so I'm wondering what that means about the city they're living in. The name is slipping my mind, unfortunately, but I want to know more, especially because Ira's parents, one of her parents, we don't know which one, seems to work at like the research facility. The story didn't go in the way I expected at all, but I still enjoyed it quite a lot. Yeah, I'm not really expecting it to go in any particular direction. I'm just wondering like how intentional the setting is. Basically like how much it'll tie into the story. It also just might be like an excuse to have like a closed circle setting, as you see in a lot of like mystery missing person stories, which is fine. It just doesn't feel like anyone's looking. Once they leave, they need to lie and pretend it doesn't exist. Yeah, this is something I was reading about. When you look at them on like maps and stuff, they usually have like an alias, or they're kind of like absorbed into a nearby town, basically. So they'll go by the name of like a bigger, more residential city nearby rather than being listed as a separate settlement, essentially. They are. A few of my colleagues went in for questioning. Really? Nothing came of it. It's just a big waste of time. I don't see what someone's teenage rebellion has to do with us. Mom slowly shook her head. Poor girl. This made me feel a little more determined. It's clear the attitude towards the case is pretty much the same between both kids and grown-ups. But it does sound like there's an actual investigation going on. So the police aren't just sitting back. At least there's that. No updates? I haven't heard anything. Yeah, me neither. Boring. The boys at the desk next to me are copying my homework. Everything's already back to normal. The same conversations, the same digs. Hey, at least Shubina here got herself a new friend. Yeah, what's up with that? Got kicked out of the library? I can't go to a cafe now? Look who's getting sassy. We're only curious, you know. It's rare to see you crawl outside your little cave. And what of it? We're just so proud of you, putting yourself out there and all. Wanna hang out with us while you're at it? Huh? After I finished, I checked the dev's Twitter, and apparently people were accusing her of supporting the Soviet Russian government because her game takes place there. Hello? I'm pretty sure Fairy is just Eastern European. Like, I'm pretty sure she's like from there or from a neighboring country. I don't remember where she's from. I know she's living in Poland right now, but like, hello? Like, brain rot discourse moment coming in here. Sorry, Vadim. I actually kind of don't care anyway. But people were doing this to this other furry artist because they were like accusing them of some, I don't know, like, of supporting like the war in Ukraine or something just because they're a Russian citizen. And I'm like, hello? Have we like lost the plot? Because I think most citizens don't support wars in general. It's like by that logic, Americans are guilty of like a billion crimes by proxy, by being Americans. So I'm like, we need to be serious. People are so quick to throw accusations out, especially with creators. It's kind of insane. This is kind of why, like, I feel like if I start writing more seriously, I might nuke my social media presence, or at least like I might really like separate my personal spaces from my art accounts like more severely, because I am extremely sensitive to criticism, especially of like a moral nature. So I have to space myself out. I have so many friends in Russia and they're the sweetest people. Yeah, unfortunately it's like really, I don't know. I feel like specifically for citizens of China and Russia, it's really common to see those kinds of accusations be thrown out. Looked in the replies and someone was saying, that's crazy considering you had to move away from Russia because of the war. So like, hello, I'm blowing up. What is wrong with people? Okay, I'm gonna go back to reading. I love Twitter brain rot discourse. Not really. But it sucks that that's happening to them. I don't think they deserve that at all. What? It could be fun. No, it couldn't. Shubina, don't listen to him. Well, how about it? Come on. You're probably all sad after your Iroshka went MIA. You gotta cheer up a little. She's fine, leave her be. We can all go to the movies or something, How's that sound? He's just messing with you. Vadim, drop it already. Dude, don't ruin it. She was about to agree. You're such an asshole. I wasn't going to. I sigh. It's always gonna be like this now, huh? Ira might come back soon, but when she's transferred, that's all I'll have to look forward to every day. Don't they get tired of this? It's always the same jokes. Although, it won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. Worse, huh? I'm trying to imagine what that'd be like. She talked about it as if I were being bullied, but that's not really the case, is it? We've all seen Scarecrow. We know what actual bullying looks like. Oh, my dear sweet Asya. Nobody's hurting me or destroying my clothes. The worst I have to deal with is some tasteless jabs. Hold on, something got stuck in my throat. If anything, I ought to grow a thicker skin. I imagine she meant the boys would get more cruel, but would they really? Don't guys riff on each other all the time? They always call each other names and laugh about it, right? Sorry. Wow. I'm good. Sorry, correction. They said move away from your home, not Russia. Not sure where she moved from. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's... I don't know. People are so quick to throw out accusations based on, like, nothing. Because I think with that one Russian artist I saw, people thought that they had, like, some dog whistles or something in their art, but I don't think there were any. And it's like, they were just making, like, pretty normal art, in my opinion. I don't know. Social media is crazy. Let's see. Don't guys riff on each other all the time? They always call each other names and laugh about it, right? It's just the way their friendships work. So it's not fair to assume they're trying to make me feel bad. And if they aren't really trying to be mean, what reason would they have to be more cruel? All things considered, they've been treating me rather politely. I mean, I've never been called a dumbass or an asshole. So, I know it was a joke, but speaking hypothetically, would it really be so bad if I went somewhere with them? They may be a bit rude, but I'm also, well, I'm kind of a wuss. No. What are you thinking? Huh? Did you forget? What? Did you forget the last time they caught you all alone? Hello? Who is this? That was a prank. That time No. It was my fault. I just overreacted. I always do. You will overreact again. It will happen again. But Garin wasn't with them. It wouldn't happen now. It wouldn't be the same. That's right. He'll make it worse. Hello? Sorry. You're right. I understand. Well, who is that? That's not Ira. Like, not Asia's internalized version of Ira. If anything, this game is criticizing the Russian government. That's the vibe I'm getting. But I'm still also pretty early, so we'll see. Asia! Marina! Hi! Marina runs to me across the hallway. I feel a little better right away. Hey, got home safe yesterday? Isn't it obvious? Yes, thanks. You? Almost died. What? Okay, so there's this hopscotch on the way to my house. She slipped. Can you believe that? They didn't even sand it. That's a hazard. A deadly hazard. Unforgivable. That's what I'm saying. I told my bro to file a complaint, but he just blew me off. Asia DID, I'm kind of like... I'm like thinking about it. I'm scared. I don't know. I saw some out of context spoilers, so I guess we'll have to find out. Like, it was like spoilers that someone who's played the game would understand, but me with my baby knowledge would not get. That's so terribly rude. I'm basically crippled and he doesn't even care. Oh no. Is it that bad? My butt hurts. Oh. Get well soon. We chat about dumb things like that for a minute or two. I still can't wrap my mind around how natural it feels. It's so much fun, but I can't shake off the feeling that we're trying to stave off a question that no one wants to hear the answer to. Marina has been nice enough to set an easygoing atmosphere. It's only natural that I should be the one to ruin it. By the way, have you heard anything from Ira yet? If Marina were a dog, her ears would droop. Puppy girl coded. No. You? No. We never had each other's contacts. I see. Should have figured. I doubt she'd call me even if she had my number. Marina was the person Ira went to. If she did get in touch with anyone, it would have to be her. Her or... actually, I wanted to ask you about something. Oh? What is it? I look around. The hall is rather crowded, more than I would like. I'm not sure it's a good place to discuss this. Marina seems to understand what's on my mind. Hey, how about we talk about it after school? You don't have any plans, right? I'm free, so... Yes, that would be great. Sweet. I got 5 lessons, so meet me right after. Alright. Later then. I gotta get back to my friends. Okay, see you. She returns to the group of girls on the other side of the hallway. So, Marina's pretty popular. Well, duh. She's a really outgoing person. Seems like the type that can get along with just about anybody. I'm just not used to people like that paying any attention to me. It doesn't feel real. As if it's breaking some sort of unspoken rule. As if it's yet another way the universe has allowed me to cheat. Oh. The school day passes slowly. The boys don't talk to me after our short morning exchange. That's good. The room felt like it was buzzing with gossip only yesterday, but everyone seems to have already lost interest. What more is there to say? I figure that's how it works when someone you don't exactly care for leaves the picture. If Ira had never stood up for me, I'd probably feel the same. The Russian lesson drags on and on. They called me to the blackboard last time, so I should be safe today. My thoughts drift to a different place, and my eyes wander. Ah, the windows. Thin frost engravings have begun to appear on the glass. Later than I expected. Maybe the humidity levels haven't been right. They always draw it swirly in cartoons. I wonder why. The frost I tend to see is nothing like that. It looks a lot more like an imprint of a prickly pine, or a clear surface shattered into fractals. A maze of edges expanding and folding over one another. It forces you to focus and unfocus. It pulls you in like a kaleidoscope. It makes it so that you look at it, into it, and through it. Into the same repeating pattern of white barbs, an ornament of needles upon needles upon needles upon needles upon needles upon needles upon needles. I just realized who's Garin. I thought Garin was Vadim. Did we only see him from a flashback like the other voice mentioned? I'm pretty sure his surname is Garin. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, his last name is Garin. His first name is Vadim. A glass that shattered without being broken. An edge without a piercing point. I think I've seen something like that before. Right. It's just like that time. The pattern manifests itself in jagged lines. It draws closer and closer. It invites me in. I almost understood something back then. I almost realized something very good and important. I wasn't in the right state at the time, but maybe now. Maybe that's why I'm seeing it. Maybe it's time. If I just look closer, strain my vision. The concentration of sharp edges is so dense my head and skin and eyes begin to sting. Is there a form? A shape? A sign? A number? No. It's not enough. If only I... No, it's too much. Too bright, too beautiful. It's so overwhelming my eyes blur. It's so beautiful I might cry. It's too much, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much. It's too much, it's too much, it's too much, it's too much. A bird flies past the window. Huh? I look around. Everyone's quietly writing in their notebooks. Did anyone hear that? Did anyone see... My eyes snap back to the frost-covered window. It's lovely. Huh. Okay. I have thoughts, but I'm gonna keep reading. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. I stand by the main entrance and wait for Marina to show up. She should be free at the same time as I, so why isn't she here yet? It's been a couple minutes. A thought occurs, or rather an unpleasant memory. The letter prank from many weeks ago. Could she have... No, that can't be it. Marina isn't like that. I walk down the steps. She might have thought we're meeting in a different spot. It's not like either of us specified we'd be at the school gate. It must be a misunderstanding. Maybe she had PE and used the back exit? I'll scout the perimeter just in case. The snow around the yard is deep and somewhat bothersome to trudge through. Because of that, when you see someone go behind the school, you know they're either doing sports or trying to smoke without being noticed. I don't believe Marina smokes, though. Oh? I hear soft voices coming from behind the gym. Aha! Marina's class must be getting out of PE. I knew it. Maybe I can catch her there. Don't mess with me! Stop playing fucking dumb! Quiet, damn it! I told you, I don't know! I'm sorry. Well, what? You know what's going on, don't you? Think I forgot? He's been saying random shit, staring at nothing. Mom's getting real worried and... You know this, right? Right? The boy's voice is so shaky, it takes me a moment to recognize him as Garin. Wait, Garin? This anxious? You had this, Marina. Vadik, I'm begging you. Please. Please. I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I don't know. I wish I did, but you got better. Listen, don't give me that. I have a pair of eyes, all right? I know you're not the same or whatever, I get it, but you're functional. So I need to ask you, please. What? Crud, I wanted to back off all sneaky like, man, did that backfire. Why did I have to slip? Asya? You. Uh-oh. Before I know it, Garin pulls me up by the front of my coat. You little bitch. Think you can eavesdrop on people now, huh? I didn't! Hey! Let her go! She was listening in on us. No, I said let her go! He grimaces, but loosens his grip slightly. So, Shubina. I was waiting for Marina. We were supposed to meet up after school. That's right, we were. Though, I thought we'd meet by the gate? You weren't coming, so I thought I'd look for you. And when I crossed the corner here, I slipped and fell. Jeez. Are you okay? Yeah, I think so. So what, you're saying you didn't hear shit? No, nothing. Yeah, right. You suck at lying, Shubina. I'm not. Damn it, Vadik! Drop it already! Whatever. Sure. Wah! He almost throws me to the side. Marina runs up and saves me from yet another humiliating fall. Piece of shit. I don't believe you for a second. Try and blabber about this to anyone. See where it gets you. Watch your tone. She's got nothing to do with it. You're defending her? Why? You know she just heard all that stuff about you. You want help or not? Garin clenches his fist. Marina doesn't look at him, instead helping me get the snow out of my clothes. So you have a way. We can talk later. Oh, wait. No, why not now? I mean, she totally overheard everything we said, right? Might as well. Why does she call him Vadik? Is she calling him a dick, or is that like a nickname thing in Russia? My guess is it might be a nickname thing, because she calls Asya Aska, and then Vadim is Vadik, so it might just be a nickname thing. Maybe. I'm just guessing based on context. Actually, why don't you do a little recap? How about it? Come on, go ahead. Think you're being clever? This'll come to bite you in the ass, Marina. Yeah, I think I've had enough of you today. Asya, let's go. She grabs me by the arm and pulls in the direction of the schoolyard. Does she just like dragging people around? Hey, Marina! You know where to find me. In Russia, they have different endings for names based on gender. Oh. Marina doesn't turn around and see Garin's barely hidden pained expression. He glares at me. For some reason, it doesn't scare me at all. Aw. Asya. Before long, we're out on the street. Marina runs her hand across her face with a frustrated moan. What a mess. Sorry you got dragged into that, Asuka. No, I'm alright. I should be the one apologizing. Man, I knew I should have brushed him off. That jerk came up to me and said he needed to ask me something real quick. Really? I thought, well, if it's only for a minute. Worst mistake of my life. I'm sorry. Maybe if I came faster? Cut it out. That's what I get for entertaining him. So, how much did you actually hear? Huh? It's like I told you. I didn't catch anything, I just slipped. Really? You can be honest, I won't bite. No, I'm serious. I only heard some muffled voices. I didn't know it was you. Okay, that's cool then. So, I guess it is kind of like a nickname thing, but depending on gender and names, there are different variables to saying the name and different endings. Ooh, I see. I should buy like the little art book thing later, because I got this for free, but I want to look at the art. Maybe Fairy wrote some notes or something. We'll see. So, is everything fine? He was in a really bad mood. No kidding. Been a while since I last saw this guy so cranky. I'm all good, though. If you say so. Please be safe. Tell that to Vadik. That squirt better watch out. She proudly slaps her bicep. I've been to the gym. I've held weights. 10-kilo deadlift. That bum doesn't know who he's messing with. Whoa. I'll let him know. Marina's voice sounds so carefree. Does she really believe me? If Garen's right about one thing, it's that I'm just no good at lying. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Marina would be happiest if I forgot about it all. So that's what I'll do. And then my lie will circle back to being true. Bet you didn't think of that, huh? Anyways, I'm hungry as hell. You wanna grab a bite? We can go hang at Zvezdoshka again. Zvezdoshka... Zvezdoshka is nice, but I don't have that much allowance left. Diminutive is the word I'm looking for. I believe it's a diminutive of his name. Oh, it's like adding, like ita or ito in Spanish. I know a little bit. Oh, I hear ya. Wait, don't tell me I made you empty your pockets yesterday. I didn't know you were running short. No, don't worry. I'm glad we went. I've been looking for an excuse to eat there anyway. We could get something from the store this time if you don't mind. Sure thing. I was just thinking, wow, it's perfect walking weather. It really is. We leisurely make our way down the street, chatting about this and that. Turns out Marina goes to the cafe several times a week with different people. Classmate A on Monday, classmates B and C on Wednesday, classmates D, E, and F on Friday, and so on. Sounds fun in theory, but I'd probably die if I had to live like that. Me too, Asya. It's not that bad. If I really don't want to go, I don't. Still, it must cost you quite a lot. I guess? I get plenty of allowance, so it's whatever. Oh, I see. That's nice then. It's good when parents are so understanding. Though I wasn't really talking about money. I wouldn't know. I live with my big brother. He doesn't care as long as I don't bother him. And I don't bother him as long as I have cash. It's like we have a contract. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. You think? Yes. I mean, it sounds fun living with your sibling. And you get to eat treats at the cafe all the time. Not all the time. You think that I'm some sort of sugar addict? So that's where you get all that energy. Now, listen here. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, I'm serious though. I don't just stuff my face there every day. We go to the movies pretty often. You know, at the community center. You could tag along sometime if you want. You mean it? Of course. The more the merrier. Though, I don't know when we'll get any new films over here. Oh, I heard they're bringing in an American flick next week. We have to go. Really? I'd love to. Then it's settled. The whole time Marina and I are browsing the aisles of the department store, I can't get this invitation out of my head. We'll go to the movies. We'll go to the movies! To a Hollywood film, no less. I'm so happy it's Saturday. A new week can't come soon enough. Isn't that funny? I got the same kind of invite just earlier this morning, but everything about that, even if those boys were only joking, everything about that made me feel disgusting. Funny that. Funny that. Man, I can't wait to get out of here. The store? The city, dummy. Oh, really? What, you don't? Well, I like it here. I think it's very pretty. Can't argue with that. I just wish there was more to do, I guess. I know they're planning to expand the place. They'll take the barracks down in spring to build new blocks. And then there's talks about a new sports complex. But that stuff will take freaking years. I'm bored now. Oh, I had no idea about the barracks. Really? You really live under a rock, don't you? It sure seems like it. Well, now you know. Point is, there's jack all to do here. Can't wait until I'm done with school. Just a year and a half left. Do you know where you'll study already? No clue. I'll see where life takes me. I'm a person of countless talents. Who knows which one will be my calling? Whoa, really? That's pretty amazing. I don't have that many skills, I think. Well, it's all about the mindset. I'll make bank anywhere if I just put my mind to it. As long as it's not math, or bio, or English, or chemistry, or physics, or Russian, or history, or lit. Wait a second. So how about you? Got any plans yet? Well, I'm only good at writing essays, so probably something in the arts. Oh, I thought you were like a top student or something. No, not at all. I do my homework, but when the teacher asks me something in front of the class, it's like my head goes empty. I don't do very well on tests either. Huh, that's surprising. Okay. Let me fiddle with something in my settings, cause I wonder what's causing that to disconnect. Did for a second, but I think it's back. It was doing this yesterday towards the end of the Wander Song stream, so I'm worried I might need to switch back to using just YouTube. Seems good now. Hold on. Give me a little bit. I'm gonna lower my bitrate and see if that does anything, even though it's already pretty low. If it does it again, I'm gonna restart the stream, and I'll just be doing it like I normally do. Okay, I lowered it by like 2,000 kilobytes. Just went silent as she was gonna say the brainy comment, so I was like, this is very ominous. I'm glad it was just for a second, but I lowered the bitrate just now. We'll see how that affects things going forward. I might need to, let me close my browser. Okay, I closed my browser just in case. Where was I? Both of us end up getting fruit juice and sausage rolls. For a while, we walked down the main street, and I listened to Marina tell me funny stories. I don't contribute much, but at least she seems to enjoy making me laugh. I probably come across as boring. Perhaps I'm way too easily impressed by mundane things. I look into her smile. It's lovely, and I'm not sure I see anything behind it. But Marina is a very nice person. With nice people like that, it's hard to tell. Maybe she thinks I'm lame but doesn't realize it. Maybe she's stifling that feeling down out of the goodness of her heart. Maybe one day it'll become too heavy, too unbearable, and that's when she'll explode at me for all the times I've acted strange or looked too ugly next to her. That day is getting closer with each passing minute. It's rapidly approaching, and she's none the wiser. But that's fine. I know it's coming, so I'll prepare. Until that day, I'll enjoy my time with Marina to the fullest. This small repose didn't come out of nowhere. I understand. Ira, who was supposed to be here until the tail end of December, went away. The same Ira that came as an answer to all my prayers. Bringing her to me probably cost the world a lot of effort. And when all of that effort was cut short, well, Garin called me a replacement at the cafe. Maybe that's true from his perspective. Maybe even from Marina's. But from where I'm standing, Marina is a substitute for everything that Ira stood for. My hope, my shield, my happiness. It makes sense she appeared as soon as Ira vanished. In fact, it all lines up so perfectly, I'm surprised I didn't notice it right away. Of course, that's what it is. But then I'm not certain why it isn't working like it should. It's not Marina's fault. It's not the fault of the universe either. That leaves only one other suspect. Me. Something in my brain just refuses to connect. It feels amazing to have someone like Marina go out of her way to talk to me, even if it's only because Ira is missing. Nevertheless, I can't appreciate it fully. I can't get lost in it in the way I'm clearly meant to. As if it's not enough. As if I still keep thinking about Ira all the time. It's only been 2 days since I last met her. 2 days are no reason to panic. Of course, I saw her crying, but it's probably okay, right? Her taking some time for herself is nothing new. And she's really tough, so she'll be fine. Of course she will. Everyone being so blasé about her vanishment seems vapid, but when you look at it objectively, the situation isn't that alarming. I'm just being a crybaby like always. Then again, that's a harmful way of thinking. If I believe the universe has let something bad happen to someone like Ira, then I'd be doubting the world's sense of justice. Not only that, but I'd also be rejecting the privilege I've been given. I want to draw an apt comparison, but all my metaphors are falling short. Maybe I'm like a child who was gifted a doll, lost it, and then started to pout when the replacement wasn't identical to the... No. See? That's what happens. I start comparing wonderful people to toys. What's wrong with me? Even when I try to explain how ungrateful I'm being, I find the most despicable way to do so. I really don't know if I have a soul at all. Are you okay? You've been, like, spacing out this whole time. Sorry, she didn't say that. That's just... that's how it feels. I'm, like, distracted because I'm checking my OBS, like, every 2 seconds. Please don't drop any more frames. Please. Okay. Marina looks at me expectantly, holding her hands up to the hot air stream. In our aimless strolling, we've reached the warm vents next to the back entrance of the research center. The snow around the chutes has melted, forming uneven splashes of dark soil lovingly sprinkled with months-old cigarette butts. Sorry, hang on. Thank you, Restream, for sending me a email about my stream and the statistics. Okay. Ahem. That aside. Huh? Yeah, why? You look kinda down. No, it's nothing. It's not like I'm just beating myself up for being worried about Ira. You look kinda down. If you're tired of my blabbering, you can just say so. I can get a bit carried away. No, I was listening, really. Yeah. I just figured you're too polite to tell me to shut up. I wouldn't. Win everything. Hi, Rez. I am winning. I'm trying to win. My stream cut out for like a second earlier and I got scared. It's back now. I had to fix the bitrate. So I think we're gonna have a worse quality video, but it's fine. We'll see. I wouldn't. I like listening to you. Honest? Yes, honest. Your stories are fun. And you have so many friends, I'm surprised that, I appreciate you making time for me at all. Please. Am I supposed to sit on my butt eating cake while Ira's gone? I mean, just yesterday. We actually have important stuff to talk about. And heck, it's nice to break off from the schedule every once in a while. Variety is the spice of life, yeah? Oh, right. I kind of put a damper on your plans. Sorry. Dude, I just said it's cool. I like talking to you. It's, like, relaxing. You're the master of streaming, it looks fine anyway. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I switched it to, like, it was at, like, 10,000 KB per second, because that's what was recommended. But I switched to Restream, and I wonder if maybe that's too much, because I'm, like, streaming to YouTube via Restream, so I had to lower it. I have no idea. I'll look into it. I just have no idea how any of this stuff works. I'm learning on the fly, but that's what makes this fun. Relaxing. Yep. It's weird saying that with the disappearance and all. But when I discuss this stuff with you, it doesn't feel so scary. Ah, that's amazing. I've actually felt that way since yesterday. I thought talking about such things would make you anxious, but it doesn't feel that way at all. Right? Now that's scary. What kind of therapy is that? It's pretty strange. Speaking of which, you wanted to ask something? Right, yes. There's this rumor going around, and I don't know if I believe it. Maybe you know. Was Ira seeing some, older man? This. Figures you'd hear it eventually. Yeah, I thought it might be true at first, that Ira could have eloped with that person or something like that. But you never mentioned anything of the sort, so it's probably just gossip. Elope? Ew! Ew? Why? I thought it sounded quite romantic. You guys are like, what, 15, 16? Yeah. I'm with Marina on this. Romantic? The guy is like 35. Well, love has no age, right? Asya! No! Who's telling you this? No, Asya! Go back! Yuck. Don't go around saying stuff like that. It's dangerous. Oh. My face goes red. Oh, Asya. Oh, she doesn't know anything. Did I really say something that embarrassing? Yes, Asya. Yes, you really did. Whoa, gamers, it's games. Hi. Hi, Howie. Or not Howie. Aletha? Yeah. I was like trying to remember your Discord name. How are you? They're 14, 15. Asya, call out post imminent. Oh god. But yeah, I've been like trying to stream more. So welcome in. I hope everyone is having a good day. I've been like so immersed. I like forgot to do more proper greetings. Hope everyone is doing well. I've been trying to do this. This is what, my 3rd week streaming? Like seriously? Screen name is because like the OC bug and it broke me. I understand. What am I trying to say? I like lost my train of thought. But yeah, I hope you've been doing good. It's been a long time since I've seen you, I feel like, and talked to you. I should probably talk to you on Discord. I've been so busy lately and like caught up in life stuff and then this streaming thing. It's been good, don't worry, about to go home so I can just eat and watch. Yay! But yeah, I'm glad everyone's having fun. I'm having a good time reading this. I love this story so far. I love the OC bug. Unfortunately, my OC bug is my Uma Musume OCs, and that's a whole thing that I need to write and draw more for it. Yeah, I'm glad I'm getting this restream stuff worked out right now. I know. Listen, I have to be honest. I've been getting worse with DMs lately. It's... How do I put this? I've been really stressed out with like personal stuff. I sent in like some applications for graduate school super recently, and then I'm like having some health stuff checked out tomorrow. Ideally, I'll get answers, but I should make time to like filter through all of the DMs that have been sitting in my Discord for a while now, because I have so many people to get back to. Even though I use Discord all the time for like work, personal stuff falls by the wayside. Mine manifested this year and I had to pay a friend to be character designer because I can't draw and now it's broken me. Yeah, that happens. I'm having like a little bit of the OC bug for this VTuber character on screen right now. I'm commissioning a friend of mine for like, what is it? I'm commissioning a friend of mine for some splash art that I can use for thumbnails. And I'm really excited because she sent me the sketches and they look really cool. So I'm gonna be like $80 poorer, but it's okay. I'm planning to give her a pretty generous tip too, because I think this is her first time doing something that's kind of like gacha splash art style. So I'm like, let me be your guinea pig, please. I want to see you do it because I trust you to render my little furry character well. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Let's see, where was I? Okay, well, I don't usually say anything when others bring this up. Like, if somebody asks me about it, I go, man, I've never seen her do anything like that. What a load of crap. But you... I think you'll understand. Huh? That's... my brother. Oh. Huh? That guy. The old guy. It's my bro. So Ira and your brother are... No. They're not like that at all. Gross. She sticks her tongue out as if she's about to gag. That bad? I would literally die. Oh no. But, what's going on then? If you don't mind telling me. It's fine. I think if anyone should know, it's you. Oh, really? I can trust you, right? You're not gonna run and tittle-tattle the first chance you get, yeah? Of course. I mean, of course not. Thought so. Anyways, my brother, Lev, he works in the labs. Like the ones at the research complex. He's been helping Ira. Helping? With what? I guess you could call it managing her stress? Huh. She has a kind of neurotic condition. Sometimes her head just goes haywire and there's nothing she can do. Lev says it's some brain chemistry stuff. I can't say anything more than that. Adderall prescription ASAP. I will pay you to draw my brain worms. Hit me up if you need like a pixel art commission. Those are kind of the only ones I'm doing right now, honestly. But I would be so down to do like a pixel art illustration for your character. Because I've been teaching myself pixel art and I've been enjoying it a lot. So yeah, just hit me up. I will. If I am not too busy after this, because technically I have a thing to go to every Thursday at 7, I will reply to you. I've just been so bad with DMs. I'm so sorry. I need to do something fundamentally different with the way I handle my Discord DMs. I don't tell too many people this, but I'm gonna say it here on stream. I have Discord notifications off because at some point I got so stressed out with like the amount of things I was dealing with IRL and online that I was just like, no, never mind. Just turn it off. Shut up. No one talk me. I angy. Not actually angy. I miss my friends. But I mean, I'm active in certain servers and stuff. It's just DMs I freeze up. But yes, let me know. I will do pixel art commissions. Alright. I want birthday money. My birthday's in like 23 days. Don't actually give me birthday money now. Actually though, it's my sister's birthday. Okay, anyway, I'm distracted. ADHD moment. My undiagnosed ADHD. I was gonna ask where you left off on Wander Song so Ozma and I can catch up. I'll DM you later, but no rest respond or anything. Yeah, of course. If you check my VOD, let's see, we were having technical issues at the end of the stream, but I stopped in like Act 4 or 5? I think it's 4. Like after the whole sad stuff happens, right before we infiltrate the factory, if that means anything to you. Okay, let me read this. I keep getting distracted. I'm so bad at this. Let's see. Okay. So when she got angry at our classmates... No, that's Ira at her soundest, if you can believe it. Oh. You know it when you see it. Sometimes she just can't focus on anything. Any sound, any person. Sometimes her mind gets tangled and she starts to panic. Things like that. I see. You think she was, tangled up the day we saw her? Yes, absolutely. It hasn't been that bad in a long while. Not even a year ago when she just started treatment. All along, this whole time I had zero clue. The more I learn, the stupider I feel. Just picturing her going through all of that makes my heart ache. Poor Ira. We're lucky, really. I mean, I don't know where she'd be if Lev refused to help. There's only so much I could do. But he got Ira the meds. Meds? Some pills to keep her head in check. They're not the type you can get from a pharmacy. You mean illegal drugs? What? No! Don't make it sound so scary. Sorry, maybe I misunderstood. Jeez, it's nothing that bad. It's just a new type of pill, so it's hard to come by. Oh, wow. Well, anyway, I doubt Ira followed Lev's recommendations to a T, but at least she got better for a while. That's incredible. Your brother must be an amazing person. Both of you. Stop it. I didn't do much. Probably annoyed her more than anything. Okay, thank you. Yeah, of course. We had technical issues at the end of the stream, so there's probably some parts where it was cutting out last time. But yeah. She's just like me for real. I also understand Ira a little bit. I should talk to my psychiatrist about medication if nothing comes of my appointment tomorrow. We'll find out. Okay, what was I doing? I'm sure you were important to her too. Huh? You think so? Mm-hmm. Well, who knows, who knows. Ira rejected the therapy after all. What? She just flat out refused a month ago. Stopped taking her pills, stopped coming to our place. And, well, you saw what happened. But why? She was feeling better, right? You said it helped. Marina solemnly shrugs. She just decided that she didn't want it anymore. Meds can have some awful side effects, so I can't really blame her. Still, I wish she talked it out with us. Without the pills, those little states will only worsen. Why didn't you say any of this earlier? Huh? Why would you keep this to yourself? Why wouldn't you tell anyone she might be in danger? What if she gets injured when she's in that state? Are you seriously asking me that? I told you why we can't go around telling people she had issues like that. Think about her kid brother for a second. Think about Ira for a second. You really think their family reputation is worth more than her safety? That's not right at all. Jesus, Asya, I'm not saying that. Look, let's say I told the police about Ira's problem. Let's say I told them Lev was helping her. What then? What would that change? Would it point them towards a location? A culprit? Maybe it'd give them a motive. Yeah, I guess there's that. But so what? What do you mean, so what? They'll know she didn't run away just because she was rebelling or throwing a fit or anything silly like that. Then everyone will understand it's serious. Everyone will work hard to find her. Maybe the whole city will band together and... Marina's bitter laugh is sharp enough to sting. They'll take it seriously? Band together? Asya, you should be on TV or something. Listen, Asya, Asyanka, that's not how it works at all. You mean the police? The world. You think everyone will suddenly feel bad for her? That's cute. Let me tell you what people will actually say. People will say, "Oh, that makes sense. I always thought there was something off with her." That's right, she was totally messed up in the head. Yeah, this was bound to happen. Sick people can just snap. It's sad, but what can you do? No point in looking now. Betting a 10 she killed herself in a ditch. Betting 100 she froze to death. Shut up! Don't say that. Stop lying to me. I'm not lying, damn it. That's how it's gonna go and you know it. They'll turn it into an excuse to gossip more. They'll turn it into an excuse to brush her off. Her life, her choices, her disappearance, everything. Even if Ira's really gone, everyone will remember her as that. She'll be the basket case that always had it coming. Does that have a nice ring to you? That's just not right. That can't be right. It's a hard pill to swallow. Marina, be mad at me all you want. I'm also... You have no idea how mad I am. But if I betrayed Ira's trust like that, I'd never live it down. I'd hate myself for the rest of my life. So why are you telling me this? Because she told me you looked up to her. So I believed you'd understand. Maybe I was wrong. You think Ira would want us to tell everyone about this? Think she'd come back and thank us? Send a blessing from beyond the grave? Don't talk about her like that. Huh? Come on now. Asuka, you gotta face reality. You know how everybody will react when... No, that's not what I mean. I wipe the tears and snot that have apparently been pouring down my face. Don't talk about her like she's dead. Marina's lip trembles. She quickly sniffs her nose and fixes her collar. I don't really believe she's dead, you know. I want you to understand, alright? Ira kept silent for a reason. I don't know if she's right or wrong for that, but I get it. When people learn about those things, it never turns out good. It's just degrading. I understand. Do you? Yeah, you're probably right. Not about everything, but about Ira. I can understand that. But Marina, you're also afraid, aren't you? Huh? If everyone learns about your family helping Ira with her condition, they'll suspect Lev, right? Well, you said he got her this rare medication. Did Ira's parents know about that? No, but I don't think you're allowed to do that, are you? Marina, you're a little selfish, huh? No, I'm just... It's okay. I know you're worried about Ira. Really. You helped her because you cared about her, right? Your brother, too. Of course we did. Yeah, so please don't pretend... Don't pretend you're keeping quiet only for her sake. Or for the sake of Tolik. I mean, I'm not pretending. I know. I just wanted to say, I don't think it's bad that you're also worried for yourself. That's all. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm scared to get in trouble. There. You don't have to say it like that. What? I'm saying it. I'm putting it out there. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want my brother to get in trouble. I don't want him to lose his job. Is that what you want to hear, Asya? Marina, please. I don't want to fight with you. You're the one who started screaming at me. I don't want to fight either, you know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have yelled. Please forgive me. Jeez. Why so serious all of a sudden? It's not a big deal. Maybe. I thought it was important. Sorry. Nah, don't apologize. I feel like a total bully now. Oh, sorry, I'll stop. No, cut it out. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me with those puppy dog eyes. Alright, I'll look away. You... For crying out loud. Marina chuckles and lowers her head. Her smile is wry and tired, but for some reason I don't feel sad looking at it. Something about her defeated expression makes me feel hopeful. That doesn't sound very nice when I put it like that. Sorry. I got carried away as well. Oh. Oh, no, not at all. You weren't rude or anything. No, really. I'm not usually like that. I don't talk like that. I know. And you're right. I said it in a nasty way, but you're right. I can come up with 100 of these noble excuses. But they're just that, excuses. I'm just trying to keep my nose clean in the end. It's really lame. That's not true. You need to look out for your own family, too. All of the good you did for Ira's sake still matters. Please don't belittle it like that. Maybe it does. I don't know anymore. Everyone's just looking to save their own skin at the end of the day. Every man's an animal, yeah? That's not what I meant at all. No? I think you're still a very good person, Marina. You're a funny girl, Asya. What? Really? I don't know what to make of you. I don't know how it works, but I just want to trust you. How to explain? It kinda feels like you'd never judge a person. Really? At first I thought you were, like, really innocent. Not dumb, but... Okay, maybe a little dumb. Sorry. I don't think that's really true, though. I don't think you're naive. You know, I can usually make an easy read on people. With you, though? Well, maybe it's because I only met you yesterday. But you're really nice, Asya. Nicer than I could ever hope to be. No, please don't say that. Nice is meaningless when applied to me. I'm not really charitable. I'm not really kind. I'm not really honest. I've been nothing but a hypocrite this whole conversation. But Marina says all of these things so genuinely I don't have the strength to shut them down. It's like that love letter, only the other way around. Her kind words aren't really true. This time I'm aware of that, while Marina herself has no idea. Does that diminish the value of those words? No. Marina didn't choose to be wrong. Kindness can be misguided, but it still deserves appreciation. Real or not, it deserves gratitude. Thank you. I'm not sure if what I said counts as a compliment. Of course it does. I look into the world. A world where everyone is kind to me. A world where every sight I see is beautiful. An unjust, lovely world. Its kindness is misguided on a scale that I can't even fathom. But calling it misguided is an insult to the universe itself. What do I know about what's worthy and what isn't? At most, I'm a conceited gnat. I shouldn't even try to understand the whats and whys. The only thing I have the right to do, the only reasonable thing for me to do is to say thank you. So I will do just that. I'll say it. I'll say it as many times as it takes to get my feelings across. In other words, I'll say it endlessly. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Oh. Okay. Awesome. It's not enough. My life is finite, and so is my gratitude. It'll never be enough, even if I keep living until our dying sun swallows the earth. It's a promise I'll never fulfill, so I'll retract it. I apologize. I need to try a different approach. The number of gratitudes I can express will always be finite and meager. But what if the gratitude itself becomes infinite? An expression of endless gratitude. Is that possible? Does it sound right? I can repeat my thanks for as long as I live, like a pulsar emitting wave after wave of electromagnetic radiation. Yes, just like that. A pulsar's radiation travels endlessly inside a vacuum. Mine should be able to do the same. But right now, my signals keep getting buried under the 10,000 kilometers of our planet's atmosphere. They're too weak. They dissipate under the weight of over 5 quadrillion tons of air. Well, not as much if they travel straight up. But I'm not good enough at math to do the numbers. All that I know is my signal isn't strong enough. So then, what can I do? I could become an astronaut and fire off my messages from orbit. That has to work. Except I don't have anything it takes to be an astronaut. So the next best thing would be to send a strong radio signal from the surface. But sending a transmission powerful enough to break through the Earth's atmosphere requires equipment that's way out of my reach. It's in the same realm of possibility as me actually traveling to space. But then, what other options are there? How can my broadcast persevere? Right. Isn't it obvious? Of course it's so much like me to rely on others. It's so much like me to look for external means of getting what I want. The answer is right there, in front of my nose. The answer is in my reflection. It's staring at me from the bathroom mirror. Me. It's all about me. I am my own parabolic antenna. Pluribus. True. The strength of my signal is decided by my own level of gratitude. It's a matter of my resolve. It's a matter of admiration. It's a matter of dedication. If my signal is unable to pierce through the sky, that's a personal failing of mine. That's something I'm responsible for fixing. Can I do that? I can. Naturally, I can. Any point made against that will be an excuse. I just need to work hard. I need to work hard so that I will feel so much more grateful. I need to overflow with adoration. I need to overflow with reverence. I need to overflow with love. If I fail to do that, my voice will never make it to the cosmos. And then, when I'm so overwhelmed with grace that I could die, I'll get up to the highest point atop the sea level that I'm able to reach. I'll climb up high, and I will look up into the sky, and I will angle myself so that the trajectory is just right. Then, I will start my most powerful transmission to date. I'll scream thank you and I love you so loud that all of the people in the radius of 3,000 kilometers will feel it in their hearts and bones and muscles. and their TV signals and radios will break. And the next day, the whole world will report a radio signal of unprecedented strength blasting from the communism peak. Although, maybe Mount Elbrus is more realistic. If I remember right, Dad climbed it when he was in university. At least he has a pin from there tucked away in one of the drawers. Maybe I should ask him about it. No, better not. He's tired after work. I should go to my room. Tomorrow is the weekend, so I can stay up late. I don't need to do any homework today either. I have the whole evening to myself. I'll rest. And starting tomorrow, I'll work harder than ever before. I'll love this world with everything I've got. Huh. Okay. December 21st. I'm gonna save. Alright. The world is as bright as a sunless day allows. The air is clear and soft despite the cold. The statue on the main square shines in silver. I've already made my rounds around the city. It's been a wonderful time as usual. I've seen all that there is to see. I've admired all there is to admire. Is what I would say if I were a liar. I travel south towards a single place I've been neglecting. It's easy to avoid since it's right on the edge of the long residential street. The car repair shop. There's nothing special about it at all, aside from the fact that the owner's son is a classmate of mine. So, what's my problem with it? I suppose you can call it pettiness. Ever since that one incident, I've been avoiding the spot like the plague. But it was never the shop's fault. It was poor luck, that, and my own overreaction. If I want to achieve my goal, I need to get over myself and face it. That's right, I'm sticking to it. I'm sending my message to the universe. Of course there are requirements I have to meet. I need to take in and process the beauty of the whole entire world to achieve the right signal strength. If I can't find the beauty in everything this town has to offer, how can I ever grasp the grandeur of this planet, let alone the universe? I'm well familiar with every other part of Vorkta 5, so excluding one area because of an old joke gone wrong is just unfair. I'm sorry, car repair shop. I'll fix my mistake. I momentarily freeze up, then scoot behind a corner. Just now. Was it Garin walking down that side of the road? I peek out just to check. That's right. He's marching quickly, hands in pockets. A couple times he turns around as if to make sure he's not being followed. Huh. I wait until he's a good distance away before I come out of my hiding. I'd rather not encounter him after what happened yesterday. Yeesh. He's never been this crude with me before. I mean, there are plenty of people on the street, so maybe I'm being overly cautious. But better safe than sorry, right? The road ends. There's the workshop. It's bathed in pure white light, almost as if it's glowing, inviting me in. I take a look around and don't see anyone, just cold and empty cars, some crates stacked by the building, concrete slabs. The snow keeps softly flowing from the hills. It's quiet. I take a peek through one of the windows, but the only thing I see is my reflection. They fixed it then. Is there really nobody inside? It's not like I particularly wanted to enter, but I thought that might be the best way to go about it. Have a quick glance, see how normal everything is, then leave. Nice and simple. Looks like they're closed today, though. I was certain they worked on Sundays, too. I should just check the schedule at the door. There. A scratched up metal plate. Let's see. Why do they have 2 Saturdays? Monday 9 to 8, Tuesday 9 to 8, Wednesday 9 to 8, Thursday 9 to 8, Friday 9 to 8, Saturday and Saturday 10 to 6. Should be open. It's Sunday, just past 12. I knock on the door, then give it a tug. It won't budge. I give it another tug, and then a push. That's strange. Maybe it's not the time yet? But when, if not today? Would the universe really hold me back like that? No. Let's not jump to such conclusions. The mechanics are probably on lunch break. Huh, of course. Though I don't believe they had it listed. Did I miss that? Are you okay, Asya? No lunch break. So it's not me being inattentive. Then why? Oh, maybe it's some sort of holiday today. I'm bad at keeping track of things like that. Still, shouldn't there be a notice or... Wait. I look over the metal plate again. Huh? Huh? Wait. That doesn't seem like... What? I rub my eyes and blink intensely. Did I not get enough sleep? I'm just not seeing straight. I shouldn't have read so much before I went to bed. I need to focus. Focus, focus, focus. Okay. I think you're losing it a little bit. Huh? I don't... Why does... Oh. It's okay. I got it. I know what this is. I shut my eyes. It's just a dream. I've seen these things before. I come to my apartment door, but the number's all messed up and wrong. I need to make an urgent call, but the rotary dial wraps into a spiral. I'm running through my school and can't find the right classroom because the number I need doesn't exist. Well, you know, Saturday. We've all heard of Saturday. There's 2 of them in the week, as we all know. In times like this, I need to firmly close my eyes. I need to understand this isn't real. Then, when my eyes open, I'll be in my room. I'll see the morning light beaming in through the window, protecting a bright square on the wall. I'll look into the sliver of the sky outside, and it will be a soft hue, pink and blue. Transgender. Sorry. When I got here this with Star and their GF, I was like, oh, is this a psychological horror part? Yeah, I'm like, I'm scared. I know there's supposed to be like 1 jump scare, so I'm like, Awesome. That's normal. This happens when I go into any location for no reason whatsoever. I see. That's what it is. Oh god. What? 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 I stumble back. What is this? What's going on? Oh god, it's going a bit too fast for me to read. This is quite a prank. You sure outdid yourself. Oh god. You've really helped me out today, Vadim. Today I set out to fall deeper than before, to fall deeper in love. Right now I'm so full of love I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I'm so grateful my fingers won't stop shaking. Thank you, Vadim. I won't forget this till the day I die. Whoa. The window still won't let me peer inside. It's way too bright, so all I see is my own silhouette. The snowfall's neither harsh nor light, because there is no snowfall, only snow. No, I misunderstood. Who said that I can't peer inside? That's me. That's me behind the glass. I'm looking in and looking out at the same time. I'm looking in and looking out the window. I see. What do you see, Asya? What do you see from the inside of a sealed body shop? The same thing you see from the outside, Asya. The same blue sky, the same infinity, the same unfashionable coat. Oh, What was that? That's jammed signal C. Oh. That was really cool. Okay. It smells of oil. The air is so thick I feel like I'm choking. I thought this would be wholesome. Yeah, it's... I was reading the game page and I was like, this looks cool. I'm sure there's gonna be some horror angle to it somewhere. Feels like I have grit under my nails. My hands are cold. It's dark. Am I covered in dirt? Everything's lined with sour dust, as if the void sticks to my skin and coats the inside of my mouth and lungs. It's almost enough to make me puke. Huh? Huh? What are they saying? Are they addressing me? Do they know that I'm here? Are they laughing? The voices have become completely unintelligible. The wall between us is becoming thicker by the second. I have to cry out to them. Maybe this time. Nothing comes out. Or does it? It's like my words collapse against the wall before they reach them. A wall. That's right, it's a dark metal wall. A closed door. A lock firmly shut. I've been banging against it, yelling, all to no avail. My body's too soft. My words are too weak. My outline is too blurry. Of course I can't break through. I'm no more than a shadow. A dirty, dusty, grimy shadow that reeks of petroleum and sweat. Why is a shadow afraid of the dark? A raindrop shouldn't fear the ocean. A fragment shouldn't fear the whole. Perhaps it didn't know it was a shadow. It lived too long thinking it was something so much more solid. It believed the notion of agency existed in its world. What a naive little shadow that was. The time has come for it to face the truth. The blurry shadow slumps down, head against the wall. The voices are a muffled mess, but there's no need to pay it any mind. Soon, the shadow won't have the ears to hear them with. Soon, the shadow won't have to concern itself with anything. The smell of oil is sharp, but soon there won't be anything to smell it. The floor is cold, but soon there won't be anything to touch it. The pain is piercing, but soon there won't be anything to feel it. It's a good deal, isn't it? The shadow doesn't resist anymore. The void opens its maw. Get out. Huh? What? My head tilts upward. A clear voice. So clear, it's like the words were spoken right into my ear. Who? I spin around. Huh? Ugh. I don't know, I'm scared. I don't know, that's scary. A window. Was it always there? Pale light seeps through the frost. The thin glass barrier is impossibly far. Wait, is this a flashback? Oh shit. But maybe I can... No, I have to. I stumble and grope my way through the darkness. Ah! My hand strikes against something cold and heavy. What's that? Metal? A tool? Doesn't matter. Something to grab onto. The weight steadies me. Well, this thing sure is hefty. Or maybe I'm just out of shape. No, that's not true. I do have a shape. My body has a steady form. Of course it does. Because my hand is firmly clasped around the wrench. I feel its temperature, weight, and texture. It's there. I'm there. My arm rises. If this doesn't work, it's gonna be really embarrassing. Embarrassing? Who cares? You either do or don't. It's as simple as that. That's right. It is that simple. My arms swing down. Okay. I have an idea, I think, of what is going on. Me? Who? Me? You. Who is me? Yeah? Jam signal C end. Oh, okay. Whoa. That was cool. I'm still scared anyway. What the? December 22nd. The xia here at the ending is so funny because, like, me could either be Tosya or it could be Asya, but I don't know who's talking to who here. Okay. Okay. I'm like steepling my fingers right now and dissecting that scene in my mind, but I will, I will carry on reading. What the fuck? What the fuck? That was cool though. Man, the constant dark is making me depressed already. I hate this time of year. Is it that bad? It's not like there's no light at all. You call that light? It's dingy mist all afternoon. I feel like I got shoved into a smokestack. The purposeful ambiguity there is fun. Hello, Asya Shubina. Well, welcome to the stream. Oh god. Yeah, I love this ambiguity here because I'm like, who the fuck is me? Who is me? Who am I? But yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope my cringe voice acting doesn't drive you away too much, but thank you for coming in. Hope you've been having a good day. Can you go crazy from vitamin D deficiency? Do people die from that? I don't think so. And, personally, I find it rather nice. Everything looks so gentle. Bleh, it just makes me all moody. The guys made fun of me for that. Can you imagine? Ain't it normal to feel down when you're not getting any sun? I've heard it's pretty common, yes. You wilt like a sad little flower. Exactly! You're so right. I am a gentle rose freezing to death. I waste away. No photosynthesis, no water, no nothing. There. You'll get your sunlight soon. Not until the end of winter, I won't. Anyway, I wonder how we haven't run into you yesterday. I thought we'd see you by the library or something. Oh, I just went to the outskirts. It's really, serene out there. Serene, you say? Yes. It is a little dim right now, but it's very beautiful, too. Huh. I never thought about going there this time of year. Bit too cold for walks, you know? Yeah, I understand. But hey, maybe I'm missing something. Like, the season's charm and all. Huh? Hey, maybe I'll tag along sometime. I could use a change of scenery. Ah, that would be great. Please do, whenever. Yay! Then count me in. You know, our recent hangouts have been kinda sucky. Oh. Not with you, with my friends. Some of them have these stupid curfews now. Half of us had to be home by 7. 7! Can you believe that? Oh. Wow. Why now? Parents are worried because of Ira being gone. I mean, I get it, but... It's been 4 days. With how she was hesitating to go, that event was traumatizing, especially when they said she's overreacting. It obviously affected her so much. Yeah, I was thinking that she pretty obviously had like a flashback to that event, and she was re-experiencing it to some degree, which is really cool. I'm like looking at it again. It seems like I don't know. I guess my guess is that they were doing something really, really mean to her. If it was not just outright borderline sexual assault. I'm kind of worried that it was that and she's like brushing it off as nothing. But with the way people talk about it, I'm like, was it more serious than just like a prank of like locking her in her room basically? I guess we'll find out. Probably an event that happened on a Sunday considering the hallucinations with the opening times. Yeah. I think probably she was like told to go there on a Sunday and then they did something to her, like they locked her in her room and they did something really mean to her. If it wasn't, like I said before, like what I'm thinking of, because with the way people are talking about it and how she keeps brushing it off, I feel like it was a lot more serious than Asya thinks it was. Interesting. Okay, I'm like I'm like rambling. Let's see. And then it makes me wonder, like, if Tosya was there with her, and I guess this would have happened 3 years ago or before Tosya left? Question mark. No one else talks about Tosya, which is kind of freaking me out a little bit. I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Who is she? Who is Tosya? Okay. Back to reading. Yeah, no news on your end, I figure? Nothing. Marina's face darkens. She sighs. The adults organized a search party this weekend. Maybe you've heard? No. My dad was home. Mom, too. I see. Well, my brother went. And? She shakes her head. As expected, if the search party found anything, it would already be the talk of the town. It's comforting, in a way. If they found Ira's body after so long... No, I'd rather not think about that. You know what I've been thinking? That she left the city? No. She has to be at someone's place. Ah. Of course, this possibility has also crossed my mind. But all the arguments in its favor sounded either too morbid or far-fetched. Do you mean she was kidnapped? I don't know. She could be staying on her own accord. But where would that be? I can't think of anyone Ira would trust that much. Well, there's the two of us, for starters. Huh? We're the last two people that saw her, right? Who's to say one of us ain't guilty? But we weren't even that close. And Ira, she's not in my apartment. How do I know if you're telling the truth? Marina, I don't like this joke. Focusing on the dark being a shadow made me think of the Sixth Sense where they locked the kid in the closet and he freaked out. Yeah, like... So if it was 3 years ago, Asya would have been like, what, 12? 13? That's still pretty fucked up. Especially if, like, they were doing it under the guise of, like, doing something fun with her. And then she gets locked in a closet, metal closet, for God knows how long and has to break herself out of there. That's fucked up. Marina, I don't like this joke. Sorry. I'm just speaking from the point of view of the investigation. Ask me the same thing, I'll stumble the same way. The only means to prove my innocence would be a house search. Asya would have been 11. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was like trying to remember if they were 14, 15, or 16. Okay. I kinda have a theory on what might be going on. Okay, wait. Doing that to an 11-year-old, even when it's like other 11-year-olds, that's fucked up. Because I had a really bad fear of the dark as a kid. So I would also be freaking the fuck out. I would die. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing to me? Asya's 14 and Marina Ira are 15 at the time the game takes place in. Thank you for the fact check. I truly appreciate it. That makes things easier because my memory is not good with ages. You do? Yep. It's more of a hunch, but the more I think about it, I don't like whispering about this stuff like this at school, though. You know what? How about I call you later? Oh, like in the evening? Yeah. Can I have your number? Yes, of course. I pulled out a scrap of paper and scratched the digits into it with a dull spell. Yeah, that would be so traumatizing, I think, at that age. I'd be fucked up forever. Especially because, like, as I said before, I had a really bad fear of the dark as a kid, so I don't know what I'd do. I'd still be hung up on it. Thanks. I have some plans before that, so I'll dial as soon as I'm back. Me too, when the power went out, I just collapsed. Let's see. It's funny because nowadays I don't sleep with like any lights on, and I can generally get around my house without any source of light without being scared. So it's funny how that changes as you get older. Alright, thanks. I have some plans before that, so I'll dial as soon as I'm back. Won't be too late with everyone getting dragged home at baby hours. Does 8 sound good? Sure. I'm going to the library anyway. Have fun out there. I'll sure as hell try. You have an, enriching experience. I will, thanks. Cute. Marina runs off. Man, now I have to wait until evening to find out. I wanted to wind down a little after school, but now I'll be all restless. Well, maybe not. I haven't visited the library in a long while. Maybe that's why I've been so stressed in the past months. It's always nice and quiet there. I'm sure it'll help me relax. I make my way back to class. You gotta go decompress, girl. Hey, Shabina. Hey. Did we, like, have no homework? Your notebook's empty. Oh. No, we did. I'm pretty sure. Well, where is it? Nowhere. I didn't do it. A surprised hum rolls through their whole group. That's okay. I'm also a little shocked. Oh. Is someone getting rebellious? No. It just slipped my mind. Ah, classic. Right. Taking some time off for yourself is great and all, but you gotta come up with a better excuse. I'm serious, though. Really? Yes. Huh. Well, you know, that's good. Would be pretty selfish of you to start ditching homework altogether. Huh? We all rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Shubina. Okay. We'll forgive you this time, but don't get used to it. Anyways. Lakin. Huh? What? Pass the notes. The Russian ones? No, fucking Japanese. You're supposed to be smart, aren't you? Okay, there. I really did forget. After yesterday's prank, my head was all over the place. Really, school was the last thing on my mind. Though that does remind me. I turned towards the boys, who are now preoccupied with copying Lakin's homework. Vadim? He clicks his tongue. You see I'm busy? Yes, but shut up. He briefly glances at me. If you want something, ask me later. Okay. The bell rings right as Garin finishes his notes, so I don't get the chance to ask him, not until the lesson ends. At least the teacher doesn't check my homework. She's used to me always having it prepared. I feel like I've just abused someone's trust a little. After the lesson is done, I catch up to Garin in the hallway. What? I wanted to ask you about yesterday. Yesterday? His face twitches. He looks back at his friends. The hell are you talking about? I saw you on the street, so... What's this about? It's whatever. You go on ahead, guys. Alright. See ya. Garin turns toward me, and before I can understand what's going on, I feel my side hitting the wall. Ow! Oh no. What the fuck did you see? He dragged me. No, more like threw me behind the nearest corner. What the fuck did you see, Shubina? What do you want? I saw you walking from there, so I know you did that, the prank. What? The prank at the car repair? I just wanted to know how you managed to do that. And also how you knew... What? What prank? What are you on about? I know you did that. Don't pretend. I saw you walking, looking guilty. It's okay. I think that's a pretty funny prank. I mean, I don't. I'd rather you didn't prank me like that anymore, but I've never seen anything like it. How did you do that? It was like a magic trick. Magic? The hell? Shubina, are you high? The hell do you think I did? Change the schedule. The one on the door of the car repair shop, I saw it. Why would I do that? Come on, Vadim. I know it's just one of your jokes. If you don't want me to, I won't tell anyone. It's just that it's pretty obvious. I just want to understand how you knew about that. Garin takes a step back, looking me up and down. Did you have a weird dream or something? No, why can't you just answer me? He sighs, then runs a hand through his hair. I know you don't get out much, but stores change their working hours all the time. It's freaking normal. No, not like that. It's not about the hours. I want to know, how did you know that I'd be going there? How did you know about Tosia? He stares at me as if he's so confused. As if he doesn't get it. But I know he does. He's just pretending not to for some reason. Garin's afraid he'll get in trouble for messing up the metal plate. Duh, of course. That has to be it. He really didn't think this one through, did he? Okay, I didn't know what happened, but you're talking nonsense. He turns away. Thanks for wasting my time, I guess. He's leaving. He's going back to the hallway. No, he can't go. Wait! I grab onto his sleeve. He shakes me off. Damn it, get off me! I said I have no clue what you're babbling about. But Tosia's... I don't know any fucking Tosias. Huh? He walks off hastily, as if I were contagious. I've been saying... I literally just said... Sorry, I peeked my mic. I literally just said, who the fuck is Tosia? Because no one else talks about this person. Why? This doesn't make sense. Garen has never had any issue admitting to a prank. Didn't he take pride in pulling them off? So if he's managed to do something so elaborate, shouldn't he brag about it to the boys? Why is he so dead set on playing dumb? It sure seemed like he had something in mind when I mentioned seeing him from across the street. So it's not like I made anything up. Even if he's scared of being charged for defacing the timetable, he's going a bit overboard with the whole oblivious act, isn't he? No. Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong angle. I'm being too cynical. I'm expecting too little of this kind, beautiful world. Garen might not be thinking about himself at all. I didn't even consider this possibility. But what if what he's feeling isn't fear? What if it's regret? It's never happened before. He's never been one to show remorse. And why should he? It's all just harmless games. But maybe he realized that yesterday was a little too much? So when he saw how scared I got, he chose not to tell anyone. He thought it would be better to act like it never happened. Just like those boys did. Of course he'd never apologize, there's nothing to apologize for. But not gloating about it. For Garen, it's as good as saying sorry. Garen, must have taken so much from you. Is that why you look nervous? You were already doubting yourself, regretting your actions as you fled the crime scene. I'm sorry. I didn't understand what you were feeling right away. I didn't get why you denied it all so fervently. But it's okay. I see it now. I didn't hear their conversation with Marina. That's a false statement. But if I pretend it's true, if I don't do anything with that information, if I don't change the way I see either of them, then it becomes reality. It cannot be objectively disproven. Nothing happened at the car repair shop. If both me and Garen believe that, if both of us act like that is the truth, it will become just that. That's incredible. I never would have thought he'd do something like that. I didn't know he understood such things. I'm still not sure how he learned about Tosia saving me, or how he knew that I'd go there again. I'm sure he's heard about the incident, but I suppose stuff like that is not important anymore. You've offered me the option to undo what happened yesterday. It's very special coming from someone like you, and I appreciate the sentiment. I won't refuse. Thank you for that, Vadim. Thank you so much. Doing everything I can to stop myself from googling Z.A.T.O Tosia I need to know. I'm also like at the edge of my seat. What the hell is going on with this person? They like barely exist. The town library. Feels like it's been ages since I last visited here. Objectively, it's very small. My mind involuntarily compares it to the Lenin Library in Moscow. I was so blown away by its sheer size during our 6th grade field trip. In contrast, this tiny reading hall borders on it being claustrophobic. Its walls are the same shade of green as the school cafeteria or the corridor of a children's clinic. And yet, I still feel right at home. The book selection isn't huge, and I've read through pretty much everything I was interested in multiple times. But it's a quality over quantity kind of thing. We have some wonderful editions of the classics. I've heard most small town libraries get low quality prints, so I suppose that's where our closed town privilege comes in. I wonder if the same applies to cinema. I'm too shy to watch movies all alone, so I don't know a lot about the local lineup. I should ask Marina about that. Asyanka, long time no see. Oh, I see. Where have you been, sweetheart? Hello, Lilia Ivanovna. I'm sorry, I've been going out more. Aw, that's lovely. Don't apologize. I always said a young girl like you shouldn't spend all of her days cramped up in here. But I like being cramped up in here. I missed it. Lilia Ivanovna smiles. She's the librarian. It's not that we're particularly close, we just exchange some pleasantries whenever I come by. So I didn't expect her to be happy to see me again. I suppose she doesn't get too many visitors. I feel a pang of guilt deep in my chest. Actually, do you have, Angelique by Anne Golan? Oh dear, I'm afraid we don't. But you know, my daughter used to love those books a lot. I'll ask if I could lend you a few volumes. Oh, you don't have to. Please, it's no trouble at all. You're a sweet girl. I'm sure she won't mind. Thank you so much. Of course. Aw, gee. Now I feel even worse for not stopping by. This was wonderful mental stimulation for 45 minutes of eye racing to play in the background. I mostly came to find out whether or not the lack of messages was personal. That means I win. No worries. It's really not personal. I swear to God. I have issues with replying to people lately. But I'm glad you stopped by. I stream like 2-3 times a week regularly, so subscribe, get notifications, whatever. I need to set up my Twitch stream, so I'm gonna do that hopefully over the weekend. But yeah, thank you for stopping by. Let's see. Gee, now I feel even worse for not stopping by. Next time I'll bring Lilia Ivanovna a box of chocolates. I browse the shelves. It's a bit of a shame I can't see what Angelique's all about. But I'm not really in the mood for something like that, if I'm being honest. I want to read something familiar. Something easy. Something like 100 Years Ahead by Kir Bulyachev. Perfect. I probably butchered the pronunciation on that. I tried to look at like pronunciation of most of the names, but when I come across things organically, I will probably just butcher it. My bad, y'all. I sit at my usual spot. It's probably embarrassing to read children's books at my age, but I don't want anything heavy today. I don't want anything sad. I've read this one so many times before. If I were caught by Nazis and the only way to live was to recite a passage from this book, I'd probably survive. Why would the Nazis want that? Listen, it's a hypothetical situation. Oh right, there was this adaptation made last year. Everyone really liked it. I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm glad more people saw the story. But that's not how I imagined the stuff from the book at all. And another annoying thing, now I just keep imagining the movie version as I read. Crap. I need to keep the way I've always pictured it in mind. I need to really focus. My concentration increases with each flip of the page. I need to keep the futuristic tech in mind. I need to keep the future world in mind. Okay. I need to keep the present world in mind. I need to keep the aliens in mind. I need to keep the myelophone in mind. I need to keep everyone's face in mind. I need to keep the Werther's face in mind. I need to keep Kolya's face in mind. I need to keep Alice's face in mind. I need to keep Tosia's face in mind. I need to keep her face in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind. This isn't helping me relax at all. I shut the book and slumped down on the table. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to read this. I wanted something I wouldn't need to think too hard about. Well, it's no biggie. The kids section has plenty of other stuff. I get up and go to grab something else. A fairy tale will do. Morozko. This is a really good edition. Something about it always fascinated me in a way I found hard to place. Perhaps it was the tone? The folk version had a more morbid ending compared to the published story. That's how it often is with fairy tales. But this retelling, something about it has always felt off to me, even when I read it through it as a little kid. Felt like the text was covering up something I shouldn't see. Are you warm, my lass? I am, Morozko, Mashenka responded, shivering. Morozko leaned in lower, cracking and clicking. I really think children like being scared. Even when there's no reason to, they'll try their hardest to come up with one. You can stare at a beautiful book illustration and refuse to trust it. You can read a short and sweet cautionary tale and imagine something horrific. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? I am, Morozko. Mashenka responded, teeth chattering from the cold. There are so many complicated theories about this book's relation to the game's story. I am not as familiar with Russian folk tales and fairy tales as I'd like to be, but I want to look this up after I finish streaming. I'm so curious. The frost grew stronger. The girl's cheeks burned bright red. She breathed white mist. Her fingers barely moved. Are we all thrill seekers as children? Maybe it's a simple survival instinct. Always prepare yourself for the worst. Always imagine a scary face staring from the dark. Always think twice about what hides behind a smile. Are you warm, my lass? Are you warm, my beauty? Are you warm, my dear? Oh, so warm, Morozko, the girl responded, her voice growing silent. No, that doesn't sound right. What a depressing life it would be if we always had to scare ourselves into experiencing its best moments. At least I'm not like that anymore. I don't imagine scary things where there are none. The car repair shop scene would like to beg to differ. I forgot the phrase there. Really interesting. Highly recommend reading more about it. I will. Okay, I'm gonna... I wanted to make sure I had the name in mind, because I have awful memory. Undiagnosed ADHD. Wow. Thank you, Restream, for telling me that I got 100 messages. All of the media mentioned in this game are actually really interesting. The Plague and Angelique are both quite good. After I did my first stream of this, I actually looked up Angelique and I was like, I'd love to read this because it sounds like a really good time. The Plague also sounds interesting. I've been meaning to read more of Camus' works in general. I want to be way more well read than I currently am, but when it comes to like classical literature, well, actually, I talked about this on stream before in another one. I have just been struggling to read like fiction this year. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction books lately, and academic articles because I'm a nerd. So I'm like, oh, I need to get back on reading fiction. There's so many good stories and books that they're mentioning in this. It makes me happy. I like it when stories reference other works of literature, basically, that make your understanding and appreciation for the story a lot more in depth, if that makes sense. And Russian literature is something that I honestly have not read a lot of outside of like required readings for school, but I've always wanted to read more. I think I have a detective fiction novel by a Russian author that I really need to read. I don't think it's Sins for Father Knox. It might be Sins for Father Knox, but if people are looking for a recommendation, that's one. Because I know the world better than that. I know there's way more to love than there is to despise or fear. I'm also like thinking about Asya's like internal monologue here. I kind of wonder, I mean, this is just me thinking of what she's saying. If children feel scared or like they instinctively do that because they are seeking comfort from like their from their caretakers, basically, caregivers, their guardians, words. And I kind of wonder if it's just like an instinctive thing when you're a developing child to like have that sense of safety be challenged and then have it be reassured, because I know this is a whole thing talked about in developmental psychology where children need to have like they need their sense of security and safety like consistently reassured in order for them to develop normally, in a sense. And if that doesn't happen during that critical period, then they might grow up to be like more anxious and whatever. I don't necessarily believe in like the end all be all of attachment style theory and things like that, but I think it's still interesting to think about. Okay, anyway. I just tangented for a minute there. It's not some impulsive emotional choice. No, it's the only rational conclusion to everything. Then Morozko took pity on the girl. He wrapped Mashenka in a heavy fur coat, covered her in a blanket of snow, and warmed her up. Oh, no. Right. I'm flipping through one stunning picture to another. This is far more enjoyable than the original. The folktale is predictable. It's so simple and crude, it's underwhelming. The good girl respects the rules of the ritual and lives. The bad girl breaks the rules and rides back to her mother as a frozen corpse. It's an interesting piece of folklore, but the idea of it... I'm not sure what a modern kid can glean from that. Maybe Garin was right. I am getting rebellious. Although, if we look at Morozko, the entity, as if he were the extension of the universe's will... Oh, I think I'm getting it. The real meaning. Of course, that's what it is. Morozko is the natural order. It's the will of the world. Yes, you may fear it. You may find yourself in a situation where any positive feeling towards it may seem impossible. But you must gather all your strength to love it still. And then, you'll surely be rewarded. Yes. How have I never noticed it before? It's been beating me over the head all along. Now I see. In that sense, it's an incredible story. In that sense, every child across the world has got to read it. I look down at a page I've never seen before. It's Morosko and Mashenka, and every other character's face smiling wide and looking right at me. I did it. I got the message. I think you're hallucinating just a little bit, Asya. Just a little bit. This is something we went over in childhood development. They constantly reach out and seek validation in their parents before being able to process and interact with the world. Yeah, this is something that I've been like thinking about a little bit, because I've been reading stuff about attachment styles, like mostly for dealing with like personal stuff going on. So I think it's interesting that Asya was thinking about this and talking about like, oh, children are like natural thrill seekers and stuff, because I'm like, from my perspective, it's definitely testing the limits of like what is safe, what is like who in my life is safe to be around, and the parental units are often the ones that have to respond to that. But this is also why I think like what's the word I'm looking for? That parents shouldn't be like the only ones obligated to take care of their kids, that there should be like a network of caregivers and supporters in order for a child to feel safe. But this is going into my whole thing about like nuclear family and whatever. Hold on. This is not a important text message. I got a reminder about my appointment tomorrow. The lesson you've been trying to get through to me all of these years, I finally understood it. This is my little celebration. This is my acknowledgement. Today I've realized something very good and important. I stare at the page, this never-before-seen page, and I am filled with gratitude. I know that it's just for me and my eyes only. Nobody in the world but me has seen those smiles. What an incredible honor. I'm such a lucky girl. Goodbye, Lilia Ivanovna. Oh? Goodbye, Asya. Stay safe. Of course I'll be safe. Because I've got this amazing blessing, this acknowledgement on my side. I'll be okay no matter what. Hallucinating just a little bit. just a touch there. Oh, hello, Marina. I forgot that she was gonna call because I babbled for way too long. Moshi moshi. Thank you for picking up the phone. Hello? Evening! I hear Marina's cheery voice on the other end of the phone. Good evening, Marina. You're late. Huh? What do you mean? It's basically 8. It's a 1:15. Maybe I should have been the one to call. Sorry. I wasn't aware we're on a timer. Being a little late is fashionable, you know? I'm not very fashionable, I understand. Well, you can always change that. And be late? For starters, you can also make your hair all wild. Ever seen Nastya from my class? She has this crazy perm. I don't know how to do that. Also, I think my dad would kill me. You go to a salon for it? I kind of want to get one. Lev says I'd look stupid, but what does he know? That guy dresses like a total schlub. Isn't she worried he could hear her? Oh, right. How was your library trip? Well, it's a library trip. It was good. It's not like I had the epiphany of the universe like dawn on me and everything. Come on, at least try to make it sound interesting. Well, I'm kidding, you don't have to. It was enlightening. Perhaps everything I believed until today was wrong. But the me you're speaking to right now is a much wiser and braver person than before. That trip was pivotal. It was monumental. Whoa. Haha, alright, that's what I'm talking about. Never underestimate the quiet types, as they say. How was your hangout? Neither pivotal nor monumental, I'm afraid. Sat at the cafe, looked at some magazines, got the new Rovesnik. You read that one? Oh no. I read The Young Naturalist and Koster. That does sound like you. What's that supposed to mean? Sorry. Didn't mean it in a bad way. Hold on, my bit rate is suddenly going down. Okay, no, it's fine. I don't want it to disconnect again. But, I mean, aren't you curious about something more, grown up? I read grown-up stuff all the time. Oh, yeah? Like what? Books? Dad's newspapers? Mom's magazines? Ooh, so mature. Well, what mature stuff do you read, Marina? the good stuff. Rovesnik, work shift, robotnika, fashion of the socialist republics. How is the last one mature? You know what, Asuka? I gotta lend you some of those. You'll love them. Eh? I don't know. I'm not really into... No, I'm serious. You're gonna love Work Shift. They had this crazy story about a drug dealer last month. You have to check it out. There was one about a foreign prostitute or something a couple of issues ago, too. I'll look for it. Those do sound really interesting. Alright. I'm not sure my dad will like me reading that, though. That's so. Well, then, we can read together. Really? Yeah. I'll bring some this week. Okay. To be quite honest, I've been curious about those publications for a while. Last year, I even bought myself an issue of Rovesnik. I read all of it in one sitting. But then Dad found out and... well, it wasn't worth it. I guess I could just buy the issues and read through them right away. Then, I could throw them away, but that sounds really wasteful. Oh, maybe I could donate them to the library? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Though, if Marina will share her magazines with me, I might as well save my allowance. Right, so, let's get back on topic. The reason I called you. Yes. There's a long pause on the other end of the phone, almost as if Marina was bracing herself. Remember our talk about Ira's condition? Of course. Of course. Well, here's the thing. I told you how Ira can get into these states when she isn't quite there. Usually she could snap out of those. Took some time, maybe a couple minutes, maybe even hours, but she got over it. And as time went on, it grew more and more difficult. The treatment helped. The pills acted as stabilizers, so it was like the pits in her mind became more shallow. They still formed, but they became easier to manage. Easier to climb from. And when Ira stopped taking them, it was like being dropped right in the middle of a canyon. Marina paused. The way she spoke sounded as if she had to force out every word, made worse by the muffled receiver. And that's just half of the problem. There's more? When you stay in that state for too long, you begin to deteriorate. Huh? The human brain isn't made to handle that sort of stress, so as a result, our consciousness, our higher functions start to decay. Well, in other words, we gradually lose what makes us human. I don't know if it's irreversible, but from all I've heard, that's how it is. I feel a cold lump in my throat. Higher functions deteriorating? Losing what makes us human? Just what the hell kind of illness is that? When we saw Ira that day, it seemed like she'd been out of it for hours. So there's a high chance that if she didn't snap out of it soon after, her consciousness began to fall apart. But here's the thing. She couldn't have run off in such a state. Finding a place to hide would also be extremely difficult. She wouldn't be capable of coming up with a covert hiding spot. At least not anything that multiple search parties would manage to overlook. So what do you think she did? She went home. Huh? You know how walking home can kind of feel like autopilot? It's not something you need to actively think about. So even if Ira became completely dazed, it's very possible she still found her way home. Although it must have taken her a while. I don't get it. She was declared missing that same evening. If she came back, why would they file a report? I think they really did believe she disappeared. I told you, it could have taken her a very long time. Hours even. Ira's mind was in tangles. She likely had no clue how long it took. So, what you're saying is, Ira's parents filed a missing report when she didn't come home as usual. That was probably late at night. Yeah, the report was filed somewhere around after 11. Then, after they already called the police, Ira returned. Yep. So why wouldn't they call off the report? She sighs. Well, that's the nasty part. Huh? Let's say Ira showed up a couple hours later. At 1 a.m., maybe 2 a.m., something like that. Consider the state she would be in by that point. Consider how Ira kept her condition secret. How she avoided both her home and public places. For all we know, it was her parents' first time seeing her like that. And if it was in that extreme state, head hanging low, blabbering nonsense, legs unstable, well, At first, they probably thought she was drunk or high. They screamed at her, they demanded to know what she was doing, where, with whom. But then they'd stop. They'd realize something was wrong. Maybe they'd feel it in their gut. Something about the way she slumped against the chair, or the way that she kept muttering nonsense, or the way that her eyes seemed both glazed over and alert at the same time. It had to be unsettling. No, more like really freaking scary. So, they might have panicked. Panicked? Well, maybe that's the wrong word. They tried to be rational. A panic's kind of rational. Do you remember our talk at the cafe? Yes. Their family has a reputation to uphold. Whatever remains of it, at least. Their daughter's already the problem child. The difficult, the unstable one of the bunch. What do you think people would say to Ira coming home looking like she shot up God knows what substance? Or better yet, returning way past midnight, mumbling like a lunatic. You're not saying that... I'm saying that it would be inconvenient. It would exacerbate every problem the family already had. So, in their minds, the best short-term solution would be to wait it out. Wait for Ira to come down from whatever drug she was on. They would announce that she's only returned only when she's presentable. But if she never came down, they probably thought she'd be okay by morning. But if not, well, then wouldn't they take Ira to the hospital? I doubt they would. They wouldn't want the public to see her in such a state. And Ira's mother is a nurse. She'd probably try to handle it by herself. But that's... Wouldn't they say that she was sick or something? Why keep the report? She still came home under suspicious circumstances. Perhaps they thought it would be better to come up with something first. They thought they'd let her recover and then declare she's back. But before they knew it, a couple of days have already passed. Calling off a report like that so quick would also be pretty embarrassing, you know. That's still... This all sounds a little far-fetched, but also, I can't deny the possibility. I don't know Ira's parents personally, but even I'm aware of how dire their reputation is. Would they really go this far to protect it? Are people really capable of things like that? Crap. Crap indeed. But if everything is as you said it is, and Ira still hasn't come down, that means... Yes, her condition is only getting worse. We have to do something. I look around. The TV is still playing in the living room. For a couple of seconds, I stare at the door, holding my breath. Asya? You good there? Yes. Yes, sorry. It's okay. I just need to be quieter. Oh, I see. But yeah, I agree. I've tried calling their place before, but it's either no response or one of her parents. So that's useless. I also thought we could ask Tolik, but we gotta skip school for that. Why? He goes to kindergarten. The only time that we could talk to him alone would be when the kids are let out to play. But that would overlap with our lessons. I can't really skip. That's fine. I can. Really? Sure. Lev will get a call, but it's no biggie. If you say so. Yeah, I'll go there. Still, there's no guarantee that asking him will work. So, I'd like to go to Ira's place, see how things are with my own eyes. Yes, that would be smart. But I think it might work better if I'm not alone. You want me to tag along? If you don't mind. We can meet up after your classes end. You have how many lessons? 5. Okay, great. 12:30 at the gate then. You in? Of course I'm in. Awesome. Then I'll see you there? Yes, see you. Wait. Can I write your number down as well? Yeah, of course. I mark it down on the notepad I've been doodling in. Okay, got it. Now you can annoy my brother all you want. I'd never. I'm just joshin'. Good night, Asya. Good night. Sounds like she might have been institutionalized. I wonder, though, if they could have done that discreetly, because this is a closed town, closed city and all. I guess it... her mom's a nurse. I guess it's possible, but... I don't know. It seems like everyone in this town gossips about everything. The handset gently clicks against the cradle. I'm home again. The clock is softly ticking from the hallway. The TV continues to mutter from the living room. I looked down at the shapes I've scribbled absent-mindedly during our conversation. The cross-hatching got really dense in parts. I don't remember focusing that much. I don't think I was meaning to draw anything. I don't think I was, yet. When I look at this shape more closely, when I scan its dark, blurry outline, my eyes glide over its hunched back, then down the wave of hair, then deeper, closer towards where its face is meant to be. The shadows shrouding it are much too heavy. There's just one thing my mind can parse. Two things. I smile as Ira's frightened eyes are locked with mine. I miss you. I really, really miss you. Hello? Okay, so problem. I need to stop here for tonight, unfortunately. I really want to read more. I might skip Wander Song next week just to do 2 streams of Z.A.T.O because this story has me way too hooked. I want to see what happens next. Good God. Asya is so not normal, but I love her. Yeah, so I have to go, because I do have something to do at 7. But I think I really might do 2 Z.A.T.O streams next week. It's been very fun watching you play. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. I can't believe I had the real Asya in my chat tonight. I really like this so far. Hope I can pop by and watch more next time. I'll be here same time next week on Thursday, and then Tuesday I usually also stream at around 4, maybe 5, depending on things. But yeah, I usually I tweet out like a little schedule every week, so, or I try to. I got health problems, so sometimes I forget. Thank you for streaming. Very curious to see where this goes. Thank you for dropping by, Angel. I really am happy to have everyone here. Yay. Thanks for streaming. It's been great. You have a good night. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good night. I'll be streaming this. Yeah, I'll be streaming this 2 times next week. I think I've decided. I'm gonna skip Wander Song. I love Wander Song, but I very much want to finish this just because Wander Song's a slightly longer game anyway. I hope I have my Twitch stuff set up next week. But yeah, thank you everyone for dropping by. I had so much fun. Really, really excited to see where this goes. But yeah, I'll see everyone next week. Have a good night. Everyone rest well. Goodbye.